What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete, and today I am playing a 5-player progressive game with one bot, so 6-player. Usual settings that I like are 60-second turns, balance splits for rolls, expert AI, with no fog, no blizzards, and we lost another human opponent, so we're playing 4 humans, including myself, and 2 AI on the Deutschland map. So, things to keep in mind about this map. I was chatting on the Discord today about this map, and it occurred to me that I probably just don't get it. So maybe I can work on it and figure it out along with all of you. So it looks like the bots got the first 2 positions. The first bot, the magenta bot, took the easy continent in the middle, Thuringen, worth 4. So there's a 2 for 4 in the center of this board. There's also a 4 for 4 in Schleswig-Holstein in the north. Saxon is also a 4 for 4 in that corner. So it looks like we have 3 small, easily held continents. And then the rest are also, I would say, not terribly difficult to hold. Wow, yellow is going on a punch fest. And I'm next to act, so I have positioning along the side of this board. I'm probably not going to get any value out of this one in the north. I might want to maintain it as an exclave, put 2 in there and attack down, so let yellow take the continent and then maybe I parry that. I think that's what I'm going to do on my first turn. Either that or just put 2 troops into it. Now, you know what, I'm going to allow that. I don't want to allow that position to be lost. It's difficult. I want to also move that 4 into there, so I think I just make 2 attacks. Rare sight for you to see me make 2 attacks on turn 1, but that seems like what I want to do right now, so I'm going to do it, and then we can talk more about who we're up against and the Deutschland map. So I figure this is the map of the week. Maybe I'll do a little tutorial for you guys if you want to be successful at it. So, holding the center, even though it might be a 2 for 4, is very risky. And the blue player has decided that that was not going to be allowed to happen by a bot, so he takes it over. And I'll give a little surprised face. I can't. Okay, so both yellow and blue are unnecessarily punching. Very interesting. So blue, unless I break it, we'll have a hold on the center. We have really aggressive human opponents. And no shocker, I kind of predicted this based on the Balance Blitz odds update, that we would end up with a circumstance with extremely aggressive humans. So, let's take a look at my opponents. Flying the Flag of Turkey in the 4th spot. We have Malvin, who looks like a true novice. Then myself. Then General Berea. Flying the Flag of Turkey as well. 8 hours, so very new as well. And then in the last position, Cornelius, who is probably quite good. Wins about a third of their games, 278 hours in the game. Okay. And blue is spamming thanks for not getting broken. I'm not going to be an idiot and break blue either, because they have indicated how desperately they want to hold that continent. Now he's going to spam upset emojis because the bot broke his continent, which is kind of what the bot is for. But anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expect yellow to take this continent in the north. Maybe put 2 troops there, but not invade because the bot still has a line in. I want to bolster my southern position here. I want to maybe cut through this piece of white. That's what's going to be my take on my turn. I'm going to put maybe 2 troops in the south and get a single take in the middle of this contiguous position of myself. What a surprise. Yellow's putting their troops up there and takes the continent. I really like that I'm at least able to predict what people do a lot of the time. Yeah, so now I don't break either, because I think if I break, it's suicide, right? I think if I piss off either of these 2 noobs from Turkey, it will come back to haunt me in the late game. These guys are both going punch out to attrition, and it's going to be me v green in the end game. So I got to play it smart. I got to not upset anybody. So what I'm going to do on my turn is I'm going to put 2 troops here. I'm going to put 1 on my 6 and take the 2. I'm going to move my 3 over there and hope that magenta breaks the continent, but I don't care if they don't, because as long as the forces of yellow aren't going straight into me, I don't honestly care where they go at the moment. So I'm going to take the pressure off of yellow by doing that. Probably makes them feel really good. Blue is going to retake this continent in the middle. And you can see they're both dwindling in terms of troops. I have 24 troops, green has 23, and everybody else is around the 15. Blue's down to 12 by the end of their second turn. And green is going to do what I'm doing and have strong positions and just get a single take and pass. Because they are an expert, maybe a master. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome, dude. Please, don't get broken again. I love it. I love it. Oh, Blue. Oh, you're so sad. Oh, my God. All right. I might not win this game. I might come in second to green. But I really don't think that there's any other way that that this cookie's going to crumble. I don't love this map, though. I mean, it's... I'm not quite sure its size. I'm guessing it's about average. Might be around 42 territory. Might be the same as Classic. Guess we can just do a quick calculation. It's 57 territories. Okay, that's a lot. It's a big open map. Yellow is allowed to hold their continent in the north, so they're going to push down. And I'm going to lose my 3. Because this guy looks like the type of guy who rolls 5 on 3s. They do, but they do it in the other direction, giving me a chance to escape with my troops. No, he rolls 4 on 3s as well, and that failed. So I'm going to break this guy's continent. Risky, right? You want to get, you want to piss off the noob, and then they refin to you. I don't know. Seems like the right thing to do. He's holding 2 continents. Oh, man, I don't want to have to deal with this guy in the late game. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I've been in this situation enough to know it's just not worth it. Play for a slow claim to this continent, which is called Saxon. Okay. And blue is trying to break and break. Greed. Yes. Cool. I love it. I love it. Blue is going to feed himself to me. I'm not going to kill him until it's worth it, but he's doing everything predictably to get himself completely eliminated from this board. He's still fighting over a lost cause in this continent in the middle. He breaks yellow, so hopefully yellow gets pissed at that and puts all their bonus there. Looks like green is going to do the same thing as me, so is that a 4-point continent as well? Okay, that's a 4 for 3. These continents are expensive. So that's the issue for me personally with this map in Prague, is that these continents are too valuable. So if anyone should hold them, they can pull ahead to an early lead. Problem with what yellow is doing is I'm not terribly afraid, as they don't seem to have a coherent strategy that's going to work in the late game. The reason I'm staying the hell out of that guy's way is because what they do is in the early game, they can really potentially get out of hand and then do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. So he still has a hard on about this corner, and that's too bad for me. But I think I'm still far enough away from yellow that he's gonna I'm gonna lose all this right now. Yeah. Ooh. Well, I mean, I could have broken. Okay. So yellow has shown that he's not leaving me really any 2-on-1? Sure. Okay. So now I break. Either I break or I take blue out. I'm going to let blue continue to accrue value. I think it makes sense for me to take yellow now. Just force him to not have quite as much reinforcement. Also force him to draw his attention to this corner, which will draw his attention away from my majority position. We hope. And blue breaks his other continent. Now blue has 8 troops and 4 cards. And he's lined himself up to let me kill him fairly easily. Cards aren't even worth 8 yet, so there's no point in me killing him. But they will be. Green's smart enough to not take a continent. Magenta holds the middle, puts in 7. Which ties them up to where I'm at in terms of troops. And thankfully they push into green. White's going to do effectively nothing. I don't like my positioning in terms of being on one side of the board. I'm going to hook across to make a kill. I'm going to lose this position now. But I feel like drawing yellow's attention to this part of the board instead of this part of the board was the correct thing to do at this exact moment. They still put in 5, and they're going here, and they're going to retake their continent. As opposed to putting in 9 and finishing this one. And they put in a match early and they finish their other continent. Okay, so this is very, very typical of newer players thinking small, playing the game like it's fixed, giving a shit about your continents, wasting your cards early, as opposed to what you should be doing is lining yourself up for the kill on the 6th, 7th, and 8th turn. So, as expected, yellow has behaved consistently. Now they have no cards, they won't be able to deal with what I do to them on my next turn, which is take a large piece of this swath of territory. And I let blue continue to break. It doesn't seem like blue would do anything else. So I'm going to take 3 territories. I'm going to take this one, that's all, and this one to bring yellow's troops under 21. I'm going to put the rest in my big stack so I can still lose this, not really suffer, and I've lined myself up to the kill for blue. Should they not match? I expect blue to break yellow again. They match. Okay. Okay. What happens? What happens? Green is just playing it real. Yeah, they break. Perfect. Do they try and finish? They break that as well. Well, you've shown to be everyone's friend, blue, haven't you? Oh, they're trying to break up in the north as well? That's impossible. Okay. But we've shrunk yellow at least. Okay, that could not have been better for me, right? Green has created a buffer zone between me and yellow, who is actually the one guy I was most worried about. Yeah, and the green player continues. I'm going to try and pick off their exclave next turn so that they're stuck in one position. That makes them easier to kill. I'm kind of stuck in one position too, though. So, ooh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, green. Green's trying to finish a continent now. That was a mistake. Oh, they're trying to kill white. 5 cards is good. What's the match? 6? 8. Yeah. So, he gets a double match. He gets the 8 and the 10. Can he kill me? If he can kill me now, he should. 8 and a 10? Right here? Has to do a split. But it's possible. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. I don't think you have the clock. And he stops. Okay, so Magenta's going to match in. They're going to get the 12. I'm going to get the 15. Bingo, bango. That is good. So, green has 41 troops and 4 cards, almost certain to match next turn. Yellow has a real situation here to deal with magenta. If they reef into magenta hard enough, maybe I can kill magenta, but most likely I'm going to be able to take out blue. 2 cards is not ideal, though, because green probably has a match, and they're probably lined up to kill me. I'd really like to figure out a way to get a 3rd card if possible. Okay, yellow doesn't do anything in the north. Yeah, it looks like green wins this game. The hyper-aggression of the 2 newer players... Sure, man. Just punch until you have no troops left, right? That's fucking great. Well, so that's the thing about this board, I think, that I don't like. I think it's that the tendency for hyper-aggressive play to not necessarily just be punished is not really a flavor of Risk that I like. I think any way you slice it right now, I just die to green. And that's too bad. Maybe green doesn't see it. Maybe they don't have a match on 4. That's possible. I'm going to stick my troops right there. And I'm going to create a scenario where they have to do a split. So if they don't have a match, I keep my troops there. Yeah. Let's do that. What do you do with that, green? See if you can kill me. Good luck, sir. That's the best I can do. Probably still lose. Right now. Because I have 5 cards guaranteed to match next turn. Green doesn't match on 4, which means they're going to be holding 5, which means they're the fish, which means I win this game. Magenta's going to expand out from the continent that they were allowed to hold. It's called Niedersachsen. Worth 6. They break yellow in the north. Yellow is going to be under 21 troops. They're going to reinforce 6 troops next turn. No continents to be held. I win this game. Cool. Well, that was a bit vindicating. Got my my chops busted a little bit for sucking at Deutschland, so here we go. A little bit of yeah. Okay, here we go. Pineapple! Got another match on 3. You better punch me really hard, though, bro. Alright, let's see what yellow does. They finish that continent. Yep. Good for you. They finished this continent. The thing that's going to fuck me is if I lose either of those. I don't think that's going to happen. Are they going to take this whole continent too? That's fine by me because then green's 3 is removed. And that's what I needed that position for. So they do it for me. Alright, I think I got it. Sorry, dude. You had 5 cards. You're done. You're done, son! Alright. Now we have a magenta bot holding 4 cards. I don't think I can kill them right now. And I think it makes way more sense just to eliminate as much of yellow as I possibly can. So I'm going to put all my troops here. I'm going to split my army evenly. So I'm going to attack to the south with a 15 stack. I'm going to attack to the north with a 15 stack. But I'm not going to open up that 10 because I know they don't have a match. So there's nothing they can do to parry these attacks that are going into them. I'm going to remove as much of their material as I can along the border of magenta, let magenta expand into the rest. I'm going to consolidate my big army into itself here so that magenta can finish that continent and not pop my big stack. And yellow is fucked. I'm holding 5 cards, and I eat them next turn. Okay, there you go. Yellow continues thinking small and finishes a continent for their final act of this game. Well done. Now it's time for you to die. How many troops do they have? They have 19. I'm going to put 30 right there. I don't think I need to put much more than that. Put 35. Just make sure I win. And put the rest there. And eat him for dinner. Bye! So, in summation, if you are going to punch to attrition every turn, you're going to lose a game of Progressive. To somebody like me, who's just waiting, or somebody like Green, right? It was very, very close for me to lose that game, just so you all know. Don't think I'm going to be playing a lot of this board in ranked on my main account, because I don't want that to just happen to me. But, it worked out today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. Maybe you found it entertaining. Maybe you found it strategically helpful. Maybe a little bit of both. Whew. That's a lot of continent bonus. It's a juicy map. Maybe it would be fun to play in fixed. I'll give that one a shot at some point, maybe on my fixed account or whatever. Okay, so we have, yep, as predicted, 2 novices and an intermediate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.